Hello peeps, this is Tango, and welcome back to Tango's World of Fics. Today I'll be reading the Verdant Analyst, Chapter 18, Birthday Dates, and Izuku Midoriya on Air. Whoa, that sounds cool. Summary. There is a birthday date, All Might is there. What? All Might? Okay. The media is there, and Izuku is unfortunately also present. Aizawa and Yamada may have just found out who Izuku Midoriya is, and that he is alive. Hitoshi is panicking. How could this happen? What? Okay, notes. I think I will post half a chapter length, 2,000 words, 4 times a month. Okay. So yeah, 2,000 words each week. If I have time, I will post a 4,000 word chapter, but the only reason I'm changing the amount is because I have a bunch of different things going on in my life, and it's hard for me to have time to write this. I'm trying my hardest, so expect 2,000 word chapters each week, or maybe 4,000 word chapters sometime every 2 weeks. I think that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Be patient with me. If the chapter is posted late, I know there aren't many people that I'm keeping waiting, but I know there might be 1 or 2 people who keep me on my toes. I have written a new one-shot that's almost 11,000 words long and is similar to this fic. If you are enjoying this, please check that one out. Yeah, I just recorded that one, so go check that out. It's great. Thank you to anyone who is reading this and taking the time to read my work. On another note, I got like 10 different commission offers on fanfiction.net for this and my one shot, and I'm dying since there's like no way I'm paying right now. I would love to commission someone, but I don't want to pay since I have a situation, so I can't. But also, Tango, as in Tango's Worlds of Fics, not me. Me? Wait, she's talking about me? She's talking about me in her notes. Oh, that's creepy. Wait, that's great. Thank you. Oh my gosh, hi. Yes, I have been listening to the podfic version of this. Ooh. But why not? Also, I like hearing it so I don't have to reread and I forget sometimes. This gets annoying when you are rereading every thing, but I don't know how to explain that. Okay. I think I get it. But the comment talking about the ships. Oh, right. Yes. It says, yes, so Tango and Irene are a ship. Their ship name is Cub Song. Oh, that's so nice because she's sing-song. Right, wait. Yeah, Tango's sing-song and Irene is just Cub, I think. Or Bear or something. And Celeste and Amane are as well. Ship name Elamisty. That's nice. Most people don't like OCs, but I'm glad to see you do. I fall in love with them. Okay, not like in a weird way. Like, I just love to see them. Anyways, on to the chapter. Sorry for reading that. That took a long time. Katsuki lets Izuku put his shoes on before pulling him out the door. On a birthday date. And Izuku is now happy that he went along with it. He could always invite his friends over when they got back. And so, they left. The cafe they went to was a sweet cafe, and it was the cutest place he thinks he has ever been to. Izuku thinks that if he had the money, he would come here more often. However, Katsuki is rich, and Izuku, not even close. After they went to the cafe, they went on a walk through a park nearby. They walked to a street filled with shops and stores, and Izuku holds hands with his boyfriend as they walk. Then he sees it. His breath gets quicker, and Izuku suddenly feels like someone cut off his oxygen. He holds his head. No, he murmurs over and over again. He feels Katsuki try and help, unknowing of what was happening or what he should do. Someone walks over to them to try and see if they were okay. Hey, is he okay? Stay away from me! Izuku shouts at the person. He's nervous, and he looks at Katsuki, who immediately walks him into an alley a little ways away. He breathes heavily, sliding down the wall once they were there. He clutches his chest. His heart was beating so fast as he thinks in a panicked blur. What was that, Izuku? Katsuki says, approaching him slowly. Izuku, still trying to regain his breathing, responds between breaths. This is the spot where I got out of the car and ran to your house, and today is the anniversary of me escaping. His eyes tear up. I saw the same car, I saw it, and I thought... He wipes his eyes. I don't want to go back. Katsuki pulls Izuku into a hug, and he gladly accepts, almost melting into the touch as soon as his arms embrace him. Shh, I'll protect you. Don't worry, Katsuki says, patting Izuku's hair. I think you missed a spot. You might have some white dye in your hair still. Izuku appreciates the distraction, but when he notices that. I never dyed my hair white, Gachan. Katsuki is very much concerned. What do you mean? Then, what? You're not old, so then why? Izuku's eyes widen. Shit. What? What is it, Izuku? The blonde seems only to get more concerned by that. Why wouldn't he? Izuku breathes out shakily. My dad has white hair, and it's a side effect from using stolen quirks. On a good day, I asked him why he didn't dye it, and he said that no dye works on it. Hey, maybe it's only going to be a bit white, Katsuki says in an attempt to comfort him. Maybe. They sit in silence, both thinking of what to say next. I am here! All Might announces, appearing in the alleyway. The two are startled and turn to All Might. Bakugo speaks to his teacher. All Might, what? Young Bakugo! Didn't expect to see you here! They watch as All Might realizes his tone is a bit too loud in the current situation. A civilian told me that there was a child in distress here and that they may need help. Young Bakugo, did you help this young man? I guess. That is quite the heroic act, young man. Very well done. All Might pats Bakugo's back. Why don't we head out of this alleyway so and take the young man with you? All Might turns to Izuku. What's your name, young man? Shit. Izuku is not in costume. What does he say? Damn it! Izuku. And the hero pauses before nodding. He guides the two out, and they hold hands, but All Might doesn't notice, since there's a loud rumbling to their left. They all turn to see a group of reporters, and the media surrounds them in an overwhelming mess of, All Might, how has your time as a teacher at UA been so far? And why have you been seen less on the streets? Are you preparing for classes? And did you save these two? And who are these two? As the media notices the two, the attention turns to them. They immediately recognize Bakugo, but didn't seem to notice Izuku being an old, dead kid. Huh. Strange. Katsuki Bakugo, were you training with All Might? Someone asks, and clearly it ticks Katsuki off. All Might answers the question, however. Young Bakugo here helped Izuku here. A civilian told me that there was someone in distress, so imagine my surprise when I found Bakugo already helping this young man. The media seems slightly satisfied at that answer, but starts asking even more questions. The cameras were focused on the three of them. And this may be the biggest story that they've had in a while, because it's been quiet. All Might stops answering at a certain point, and it's clear to them that he's trying to get the two of them to leave before it escalates. The two sneak off as All Might starts to speak again, this time much more exuberantly. Izu, you good? Let's go home, Kachan. Okay. At the Aizawa household. Hitoshi was sitting on the couch, texting his friend while the TV played. It was on a news station that covered mostly heroes. Shota was sleeping on the floor in his sleeping bag, and Hisashi watched the news while also sitting on the couch next to Hitoshi. He hears a small gasp from his dad. Hisashi then shakes Aizawa awake. Sho! Bakugo's on the TV with All Might! Hitoshi looks up and is also interested. Wait. Is that Izuku? The audio plays and they hear All Might explain the situation. Young Bakugo here helped Izuku here. A civilian told me that there's someone in distress over here, so imagine my surprise when I found Bakugo already helping this young man. Izuku. That kid looks familiar, Aizawa mumbles, as he had just woken up. He sits up and Hitoshi sees the processing on his face. Doesn't he kind of look like Mikumo? Hisashi says, staring at the TV. Hitoshi starts to panic, but he hopes his parents wouldn't notice. And who is he kidding? Of course they'll notice! I guess. Aizawa hums, and so maybe Hitoshi hasn't been caught yet? Oh gosh. But his name's Izuku, not Akutani Mikumo. Hitoshi thinks maybe that'll work. Hisashi thinks for a second, and then he continues to watch. Wait, Izuku, that name seems so familiar, doesn't it, Sho? It reminds me of Verdant. Well, he does. And Bakugo seems very close with this kid. They definitely know each other. Aizawa grumbles. Hitoshi almost faints at that. This is way too overwhelming. Why does his parents have to be like Sherlock Holmes? They're so good at seeing the small details. Aizawa glances over at Hitoshi. What do you think? You're being quiet. I don't know. Is Hitoshi sweating? Yeah, he most definitely is. Aizawa peers at him. He's definitely getting suspicious. But then he turns back to the TV. Maybe you should look up his name in police records, Aizashi suggests. Hitoshi tries to see if there's any way to not have his friend be found out. Please? Don't you need a full name for that? You can find someone with a picture as well, and we have a first name, which is good. Shota explains to Hitoshi, who still had to learn about that. But we don't need to do that, Hisashi comments. We don't? Hitoshi says, relief is clear in his voice. We can just take a picture of him from the news and look it up. If there's any pictures of him online, it'll probably come up. And who are we kidding? This kid is your age. He probably has social media. Oh. Right. Hisashi takes a picture and looks it up. Hitoshi watches as his father's face goes from happy to confused and then to shocked. Sho, I think you're going to want to see this. What? Aizawa turns, and as soon as he registers his husband's face, he stops. Show me. Hisashi turns the phone to Aizawa and Hitoshi. Hitoshi sucks in a breath, and it was an article about the body found on Dagoba Beach. Everyone reads the article. Kidnapped child found dead after almost 8 years. On August 13, 2XXX, at 8:56 p.m., 11-year-old Izuku Midoriya's body was found on the shore of Dagoba Beach, skull bashed in. Police suspect that whoever kidnapped the child did some kind of experiments, since there is a lot of evidence in the form of scars on his skin. Whoever left the body is likely the kidnapper. Keep your children safe and take good care of them. This kidnapper is still on the loose. Hisashi scrolls down to show a picture of the body. Although they were different ages in the pictures, they were definitely the same person. No doubt about it. I remember when this kid disappeared. I patrolled that area at a certain point, and I heard about his story a few times. Aizawa says in shock at what they had just found. Hitoshi is going to die. How could he let this happen? Hitoshi, are you okay? Both parents stare at him. He stands up. I'm gonna go to my room. I don't think I got enough sleep last night. Then he goes to his room. He can feel his parents' eyes already on him. As soon as he gets into his room, he grabs his phone and calls Izuku. He goes to the furthest corner of his room, just in case his parents were still listening, which he doubted they would do. Come on, Izuku, pick up! The phone goes to voicemail. Shoot, he says, frustrated, and then he goes to text him when he notices he has a message from a group chat. Izuku surprise birthday plan. Oh, right, that was today. The party would be in an hour, and he had told his parents he was going to Mikumo's house for the day. He had a present, and he was already ready, but Hitoshi thought for a second. If it's Izuku's birthday today, he probably doesn't want this bad news. It could wait a day. Right? Right. That was weird, right? His husband says. Shota nods. Very. But we should give him space, and we can ask tomorrow. He's going to a friend's house today anyways, but Izuku Midoriya. Right. The not-so-dead kid, Hisashi says, continuing the thought. Where is he staying? Maybe with Bakugo, since he definitely knows Bakugo. But What's their connection? How did he fake his death and why? Why was he missing all these years and assumed he was kidnapped, but he's still alive, so then what the hell happened to this kid? Shota sits on the couch next to his husband. Hisashi sighs. Maybe you could talk with Bakugo? You do have his address, right? While Hitoshi is out with his friends, you can go over and ask him. Maybe Izuku will be with him. Shota nods. I'll let the detective know once I know more about the situation. No, you should keep this between us, just in case it's a fragile matter, because if there is something more going on, the police might complicate things. Hisashi interrupts Shota, but he doesn't mind. He nods at the idea. Good call. Hitoshi walks out of his room. I'm gonna head to Yamikumo's house now. Have fun, Hisashi says cheerfully. Hitoshi walks out without another word, and after a few minutes of sitting in peaceful silence, Shota stands up. He puts on his shoes. Bye, Hisashi. I'll let you know how it goes. Love you, Sho. Stay safe, Hisashi says, waving him off from the couch. Aizawa arrives at the Bakugo household shortly after. He knocks on the door and soon it opens. Hello there, Miss Bakugo. Could I speak with your son? Aizawa says, trying his hardest to be polite. She nods and shows him inside. The kiddo is currently out on a birthday date with his boyfriend. Can I help you, though? What did he do this time? They sit on the couch and Aizawa starts. Thank you very much. I had a few questions about someone he helped out earlier today. Do you know or have seen this child? He pulls out a picture from the news today. Aizawa did not expect the response he got. Mitsuki Bakugo froze in her tracks. She looked like she had seen a ghost. Where did you get that picture? He was on the news today. Your son helped him out, and All Might found them. The press got involved, and when I looked into the kid, found his name is Izuku. Midoriya. Yes, I know this child. She looks sad, or happy? Well, her eyes are teary, and that's the point. Is this real? Aizawa hums. Yes, I believe that Izuku Midoriya is alive, but it seems you already know who he is. How come? She sniffles. I was friends with his mother before she passed. Bakugo and Izuku were inseparable back then, until the incident. Can you tell me more in regards to what happened? Aizawa asks. This was very important information. Inko, the boy's mother, had tried to convince everyone that her husband had done it, but no one believed her because there wasn't any evidence that he did, and he was in America, as far as everyone knew, but Inko knew that the sick bastard had connections and he had the ways to make it seem like he was there. She said that if she died from an injury, that I could trust that it was her husband, and they never divorced, but he was a cruel man, and he left for work, and that made Inko so much happier. I can't imagine what that boy has been through, but if the media was correct about the scars, then maybe Izuku also has them. Maybe he's hurt, she said, and is basically crying at this point. Is that them? Aizawa gestured to an altar with 2 pictures on it. She smiles sadly. Yes, but I guess we can take down Izuku's now. He smiles slightly as an act to try and comfort her. Do you have any idea if your son has been seeing Izuku? She shakes her head. The only person my son hangs out with are a few kids from the class, plus his boyfriend. He looked up at that. There was a chance. Who did you say his boyfriend was again? Akutani Mikumo. Okay, thank you for listening. That's the end of the chapter. Anyone who doesn't want to stay for my notes and other just talking, you can leave now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah. Okay. Hi. Oh, gosh. Hello. Okay. Hi. Hello. Hi. What the heck is happening to me? Okay. My thoughts on this. Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, first of all, let's go to the top. Okay. The notes with mentioning me, oh my gosh, Tango's World of Fix. Thank you for mentioning me, and I feel, my question got answered. Oh my gosh. I don't know, maybe, okay. If anyone has any questions about this fic, or maybe any of the ones by Tango 123B, because it seems like they're being a very nice person and answering the questions, you can probably just put them in the comments and I can read them sometime. And maybe then Tango 123B will answer them. Or if not, you can just directly put them in AO3. That's a nicer thing to do because then you give them more recognition. Can't talk. Wow. I don't know. Okay, I like how the name is Birthday Dates and Izuku Midoriya on air. That's great. The chapters, that's going to be sad, so I'll probably be posting less of this now, and I need to find another fic to record too. Someone that's not Tango 123B's work, because I do that a lot. Why? I stick with one person. I don't know. Okay, but my thoughts on this. I liked how All Might kind of got them to leave. He didn't really question what was going on. He's just okay, you guys go, get out of here. I'm it does mention that he's not out as much, but why was he out today? Maybe we'll get to see a little bit about that. Maybe we won't, but I don't know. In the Aizawa household, this is great. I love that how they're kind of just the kid is familiar, Aizawa says, and he's yeah, because, and then I love how, so he's they both think, doesn't he kind of look like Mikumo? And maybe they're already a little bit suspicious. I don't know. I don't know. But Hitoshi's not good at covering. He's what do you mean? That's not even close. But then, basically, Mitsuki kind of just confirms to Aizawa, or maybe Aizawa will be Akatani Mikumo, okay? Maybe he, won't make the connection that maybe they're the same person. I mean, Mitsuki didn't make that connection, so why would Aizawa? But, but maybe he will, because it's who he only hangs out with, his friends and then a boyfriend, I don't know. I mean, I feel the next episode, the next chapter, is gonna be Bakugo, the party. They're gonna have a surprise party, because that was briefly mentioned. I feel they're gonna make Izuku happy. He's gonna be happy. He's yay, it's a birthday, and they comfort him and stuff. And then I think that the chapter after that's maybe this next chapter will be the calm before the storm, and people are figuring things out, because Aizawa is already getting kind of close, you know. Oh my god, wait, but does that mean that this is starting to end? I don't think so. There's a lot here that needs to happen before we can come to a close, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe the creator doesn't even finish it. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna die. I'm not. Don't take this down, YouTube. Okay. But Aizawa's definitely gonna find some stuff out, and then he's gonna be whoa, what did I just stumble upon? And maybe he just won't tell not Hisashi, oh my gosh, Tsukauchi. I'm horrible with names, guys. Maybe he just won't tell Tsukauchi, and he'll just not say anything about him. Yeah. He won't mention Izuku at all, and maybe he's gonna come in contact with Verdant, and they're gonna talk, and then he's gonna be Izuku Midoriya, and then Izuku's gonna have a panic attack or something like that. I don't know. Oh my gosh, so there's so many things that could happen. It's just crazy. But I think that the next chapter won't be, because that makes sense, right? The next chapter will be so they'll have the party probably. Maybe it gets canceled because of what happened. I don't know. And I don't know. Something for Izuku's birthday will probably be next chapter, unless it's a flashback. That could always happen. I'm always worried there's going to be a flashback, because I'm not the best at knowing that it is a flashback. I'm what? Did I start reading something else? And then Aizawa is going to continue probably talking with Mitsuki, and maybe they'll talk for so long that by the time Bakugo gets home, or maybe he told his mom that he's gonna stay for a sleepover. I don't know. But maybe when Bakugo gets home, he'll come in, and then Aizawa's gonna be like, something. I don't know. They'll talk. But I don't think Izuku will want to be alone after what just happened. But I really don't. Maybe they won't even mention it. You know, that happens sometimes. But then Aizawa's gonna, like, continue looking into it based off of what he knows, and maybe he follows Bakugo. Ooh, my gosh, maybe he follows Bakugo. Or I don't know. Like, after, I don't know. Wait, how would he do that? Maybe he, like, starts patrolling around Bakugo's neighborhood. And then maybe he sees Izuku. Oh, that could happen. But I don't know. I think Izuku, this next chapter will be, like, maybe it'll end on a cliffhanger where Aizawa's, like, there's a lot of cliffhangers, but, Aizawa will be, like, he just, like, he's patrolling in that area just in case for, like, maybe a week. And then, like, he's, at some point, like, he sees Izuku, or he sees Verdant going into the building. Oh my gosh, what if that happens? Or no, that doesn't, maybe not. Maybe he just sees Izuku walking, and he's like, oh my gosh, what? And then the chapter ends. I could totally see that happening. And then the next chapter, like, he calls the whole police force, and then they knock down his door. No, that's probably not going to happen. Sorry. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. This is Tango, signing off. Bye-bye.